Oh! Yo, Nintendo absolutely cooked today, man! After years of directs where it felt like they weren't announcing shit, where we get one cool game and then 20 minutes of stuff nobody asked for, we finally got a banger! We are eating today, baby!
Yeah! Oh shit! What the fuck?
And there was a ton of stuff announced, but I'm gonna quickly run through the highlights before we focus on the two things I actually can't stop thinking about. That being the Ocarina of Time remake, of course, and Fire Emblem Fortune's Weave.
Yes, kid.
Splatoon fans are eating. They got Raiders, that looks huge for them. Final Fantasy's going back to turn-based combat. I literally made a video talking about how I wish Final Fantasy would stop running away from that and do that, and how Octopath Traveler is replacing that for them. This new HD 2D game looks sick. Let's get it. New Xenoblade, Switch 2 upgrades for the Xenoblade games. Every Metal Gear is going up. Every Kingdom Hearts is showing up. Kingdom Hearts 4 got announced. We got Sora running around in Shibuya with Mickey back. We are so back, bro. That game looks amazing. Not gonna lie though, my expectations were shot down a little bit when Nintendo opened the direct with Rhythm Heaven. No offense to Rhythm Heaven, that game looks great. They're adding a really cool combat mode, which is actually insanely creative. But Nintendo usually puts their best, or one of their best, first-party IPs first up. So I was like, oh no, is this really one of the best things they're gonna show? But it wasn't, baby! Let's go! And bro, they also showed the Switch Sports. It doesn't hit the same when you call it Switch Sports. But they showed around, and Koizumi gave us a demo of him playing Fun War. It looked like he was jerking off. Not gonna lie, bro, he was just jerking off in front of millions of people.
I'm over here stroking my dick. I got lotion on my dick right now. I'm just stroking my shit.
Yo, pause. Chill. Okay. Yeah, I'm probably forgetting a lot of stuff because I can't really think that much right now. I low-key got short-term memory right now because you know why? The only thing that's on my mind and my memory is fucking Zelda Ocarina of Time remake. Holy fucking shit, man! I genuinely cannot wait any longer to talk about this game, let alone play it. A lot of franchises are doing remakes right now, right? Pokemon does them constantly, Resident Evil does them, Persona's doing them. Literally the day before this direct, we got Persona 4 Revival announced. And my problem with a lot of these remakes is that they feel like nostalgia bait. The logic is simple. People liked this game before, so they'll buy it again. Low risk, easy money, right? And sometimes the remake ends up being worse than the original. I'm sorry, Persona fans, but Persona 4 Golden did not need a remake. One of my favorite games of all time, by the way. And low-key, the game that left the biggest impact on me. That game taught me so many lessons, literally made me a better person, but that's not what this video is about. Ocarina of Time is different than those cash grabs, right? Back in 1999, we going way back, this game completely changed the gaming. People forget how insane Ocarina of Time was when it first came out. Before that, pixelated games, blocky games only. Then, Ocarina of Time comes out with this massive world, incredible dungeon design, unforgettable music, amazing characters, incredible storytelling, lock-on combat, all the stuff that people take for granted now. If there's something about your favorite game that makes it your favorite game, chances are this game did it first. That's why people still argue it's the greatest game ever made. And for years, there's been the question. If Ocarina of Time was released today, would people still think it's one of the greatest games ever made? Well, guess what? We're about to find out, baby! That's what this remake is! We're finally getting that answer. And generally, I think the answer is yes, man. Absolutely yes. We gonna get tested on that. But for me, this hits even harder because the 3DS version was one of my first games growing up. So I'm not getting nostalgia just as a Zelda fan, I'm also getting nostalgia for my whole childhood. And now we're getting all the advantages of modern hardware. Better visuals, better sound, better controls, better inventory management, better camera controls. You couldn't use the right stick to turn the camera on the N64 or the 3DS version. You had to press the fucking L button. More quality of life features, more buttons to work with. The Switch 2 has back buttons, man. All the stuff that was limited by old hardware doesn't have to be limited anymore. This is basically what Kid Me thought Ocarina of Time looked like when I was playing it, but it's actually gonna be on my monitor now. I'm telling you right now, people who haven't played Ocarina of Time before have no idea what's coming. This game is special. And honestly, I'm so excited, I might not even do a full Let's Play. I might just disappear and play this thing by myself. That's how much this game means to me because I just want to enjoy it by myself, man. Let's fucking go, man. Now, let's talk about Fortune's Wave. Because every time a new Fire Emblem gets announced, I have the same worries. Number one, please don't destroy the strategy. Number 2, please don't turn every character into some weird anime shit. From what we've seen so far, I think we're like, we should be okay. We should be like, I don't think we're good, I think we're okay. The game looks beautiful, the combat looks great, the animations are sick, the maps look interesting from the little we've seen, the characters seem grounded. There is one thing I'm gonna have to get used to though. What the hell was that? AoE attack Cailloux!
What the fuck is that? Whoa, yo!
Y'all see that? Bro covered like 17 tiles with one attack and then left fire on the map afterwards. What the fuck is happening? Y'all see that range too? AoE attacks in Fire Emblem are gonna take some adjusting. I'm not complaining though, I'm just saying that caught me completely off guard and it's very different than what I'm used to with classic Fire Emblem. But honestly, outside of those concerns, yeah, pretty good. I'm probably gonna dump my entire heart and soul into this thing when it launches, make content. You already know, so stay tuned for that. I also noticed some unique advantages from 2 of my favorite Fire Emblem games. I'm talking Radiant Dawn and Echoes in there. That being, there's 4 different protagonists, and so you'll have 4 different armies, which gets rid of the common Fire Emblem pain of having to bench units, missing out on their lore, missing out on their cool gameplay quirks, just because you don't have enough spots to deploy. Something else I noticed is that I saw Lena walk around and open a chest. Now, this reminded me of the dungeons in Echoes where you walk around and fight people, swing your sword and stuff. And that was a really cool part of the game, right? So it would be really cool to see that back, but I'm still worried about 3 things that I really need Nintendo to clear up in the next trailer maybe, before I can say this game looks good. Number 1, I need this game to be linear. Fire Emblem is a strategy game, and when it's really open with a lot of side quests and you can go do whatever the fuck you want without worrying about the next objective, that's no fun. Fire Emblem is at its best when you're at limited resources, with your back against a wall and you really gotta tough it out and get to the goal with what little you have. Free open time where you can do whatever the fuck you want without having a time limit is not good. Number 2, please don't have all of the weird anime shit that Awakening Fates and especially a Gauge have. That's something that literally makes the game unfucking playable. From what I've seen so far, we should be good, but you know, you can never be too confident on this stuff from Fire Emblem. And number 3, Fire Emblem is a SRPG, right? The S comes from, you know, limited resources, playing your chess moves, thinking a lot, and the RPG comes from the nice customization. Now, if you have too much of one, it kind of cancels out the other, and so if you have too much strategy, then the customization part of RPG is not too good, and vice versa. Now, Awakening, Engage, like these games, even Fates, these games tap too much in the RPG side, and it's no longer about how you can make it out of the chapter with what little you have, and more about what is the best build on my units, which shouldn't be a game that's Fire Emblem's about. Fire Emblem shouldn't be about that. It should be about, okay, this is what I have, here's how I can optimize what little I have. So hopefully there's a good balance between the S side and the RPG side. And anyways, yeah, the game looks great so far. I'll always be critique-ish and nitpicky because Fire Emblem is my favorite franchise, even more than Zelda. The only 2 games I haven't played is FE4 and FE5 because some dumb fuck created a rumor that those 2 games were getting a remake soon, and so I held it off, and then, fuck, man, it wasn't true. But anyways, seriously, thank you, Nintendo. I probably won't even be able to sleep tonight. I'm gonna be sitting in bed thinking about Ocarina of Time. Tomorrow I'm gonna think about Ocarina of Time. Next week I'm gonna think about Ocarina of Time. This remake is gonna be my Roman Empire. Unless Nintendo does something insane and turns into some giant open world Tears of the Kingdom style game and completely changes everything. It's unfaithful. But they won't do that, right? But until then, I trust you, Nintendo. Thank you, Nintendo. Pashkats out.